This is John with HookahJohn.com. Hey everybody, it's John with HookahJohn.com with another great video. But guess who's not doing it? Me. I'm not doing it. You don't want to know why? Because I watch my videos. I'm glad you guys watch them. I think they're kind of, I don't know, poor, unplanned, and all that. But you guys like that, and I like that too, because I'm not going to script out a video for you, ever. Maybe once in a while if we have to. But, and I don't think this guy that I'm about to introduce does script out his videos. He's so good. He's so professional. Maybe he's got some notes. But if you don't know who StriclyShisha is, look him up on YouTube. StriclyShisha is a great source of information. He buys his own products. He's not paid. He's not given free products. Not that there's always something wrong with that, but this guy is the real deal. So check out his link in the bottom of this. And I want to thank him for doing a video on one of our proudest products that we have here. I'm not using it right now, but it is the SAOCCA hookah, the V2, and he goes really in depth with it and gives you a great review on it. So thanks again for that, and check it out. Bye.
What's going on, everybody? This is Zach with StriclyShisha. I hope you guys are doing well. So I just received a comment on my last video asking when I was going to review this pipe, so let's do it now. So today I'm reviewing the SAOCCA V2 from HookahJohn. And who is HookahJohn and why does he matter? Well, it's kind of a big deal. Alright, so HookahJohn is the biggest name in the industry. He's known worldwide. He puts on that expo, the one I go to every year, Hookah Expo Worldwide. He has his online shop, HookahJohn.com. He's known for his top tier accessories like the 80 feet bowl, the Harmony, the Alien. You know those titanium coals? Maybe you've heard about them. Yeah, that's HookahJohn. So the guy has a ton of experience. He's always trying to progress our hobby even further in a positive manner. He's just an overall good guy. So he's got a lot of opportunities to test out pipes, smoke them around the world, work with companies. He's taken all that knowledge and put it into this pipe, the SAOCCA, his signature pipe. Now this is the V2. He did have an original release of the V1. I never owned one, but I got to try it at the expo. I smoked with him, and I hear he was gonna make some improvements to the V2, so I decided to wait, you know, the second one's gonna be even better. So I'm excited to share my thoughts based on my experience on a pipe that I actually purchased. But either way, John would not want me to lie to you guys or sugarcoat it. He wanted me to tell you how it is, and that's just how he is. He's just a straightforward guy. If you ever watch his videos, he's just kind of like, here's a product, I'm smoking it, smokes good, I enjoy it, so if I enjoy it and you want it, then buy it. If not, no hard feelings. He's a no frills, no gimmick. He's not a salesman in that way. He just likes to supply you guys with things that he thinks you would actually enjoy. And that's what I feel from this pipe when I get it in hand. That's what I feel when I smoke it. It's totally HookahJohn-esque. It's not like a manufacturer just lined up a bunch of pipes in front of him. Like, oh, pick one, we'll stamp your name on it, and you can sell it and make a bunch of money. You can tell John was influencing the design of this totally from the beginning. It has that traditional feel to it, that almost Egyptian KM feel to it, but it has the build quality of a modern pipe. Like I said, he's smoked pipes all around the world. He's really into the Russian and German market, so I see a lot of that in it, but at the end of the day, it still feels like that traditional pipe. Has that traditional draw, that stature, the look, and it's just a functional pipe. So let's say what I'm smoking. So I am smoking a bit of Tangiers. I have a bit of K-Peach, Cane Mint, and a bit of Trifecta Natural Order. You probably didn't see that coming. It's smoking so well, I decided to throw it in a 80 feet 80 because it's a HookahJohn video, using a Provost with 3 Prestige cubes. Yeah, not titaniums, using Prestige today. Also good coal, I love them, check them out if you want to support. And using a Mason Timber hose, probably one of my favorite hoses. He does have a matching hose that goes with this called the Neural hose. That thing is beefy, it's heavy, it's a bat. The thing is crazy. I've used them and I'm like, I need 2 hands. I'm a pretty strong guy. So interesting, I don't have that hose. I'd probably like to get one day, but I am using this hose today. It is compatible with pretty much any hose on the market. Got a nice wide opening here. But the name of that hose, Neural. It's kind of the whole design of this pipe. It has a knurling to it. I know that was an official term, knurling. That's what this is here. really beefy, solid pipe. So let's start at the bottom. I do have this on a Checkmate boho, another HookahJohn product, a quality, affordable boho that I've had for many, many years. I used to put my Prometheus on this. We'll get into Prometheus in a minute. But I used to put my Prometheus on this base, but it's a banging base, so I love it. Put it on there. On the bottom, you do have a diffuser, removable. It does adhere with some silicone thingies. Stainless steel down stem. It does unscrew if you want to clean it and take it all apart and transport it. You have a heart in here. It's got integrated purges into the sides. Really cool purge. I'll show you guys that. It does not come assembled. It has some magnets, locking system in there. Supposed to be a big improvement over the original, which was supposedly a pain to get to. I don't know why it doesn't come assembled though. I'm wondering that. John, why doesn't it just come assembled? But maybe he wants to show off the magnets in there. I don't know. All this comes apart for cleaning. This is a solid stem in the middle here. It's not like one of those just stick hookahs with a decorative sleeve on top and just like slide. Oh, that's a bad graphic. Okay, it's not like one of those. Not at all. It's more like a B2 where you have the threading on the top and bottom and it threads directly into the bowl port. Much nicer. I like this design much more in my opinion. The tray on here is a big selling point. It's oversized. It's large. It'll definitely catch whatever's falling. It has these little pyramid things on top. I'll get into that. And it goes right into the threaded bowl port on top. First thing I love about this bowl port, you can just tell that someone who smoked for a very long time made this hookah. This is a smoker's hookah. It's not there for the frills, it's there for functionality. You can see here, one of the biggest things I love about this is the knurling on the bowl port here. It's an oversized, tall bowl port. It's not one of those ones where if you get a small grommet and your bowl just like smashes into your tray, you got some height here, so no matter what bowl you're using, you don't have to worry about that. I love the height on this. A lot of hookah makers overlook that fact. I like a nice tall bowl port. But the knurling on here, the grip, even my MIG, sometimes the top bowl port does get stuck on the bottom and I'm like cranking on it. And it's not because the threading on that MIG is bad. You know, MIG threads are amazing. But it's because it's just slick and it's just hard with all the juices. He actually has a nice grip texture on here, which I love, which kind of makes up for the bowl port, which I don't love. I hate this bowl port. It's kind of like a Prometheus bowl port. It's like the Regal bowl port. You guys know I don't like that tapered bowl port. I would like more of a normal bowl port, like on a KM even, or a B2. It just works better for me. I find that that other bowl port just slips the grommets off. I despise it. It's why I don't smoke Regals. I love Regals. I would never smoke them because of the bowl port. This, maybe because of the finish, it grips that grommet a little bit better. It's not such a slippery feel. It works, but I wish it was just a traditional bowl port. That's one of my biggest gripes with this hookah, and that's all it is, and not doing so bad so far, John. But yeah, the details, like the texture, makes this hookah so cool. The overlarge tray that actually works. Okay, let's get into these pyramid-y things. So he advertises that you could actually probably leave your coal on here and it allows for airflow. What I find though is when you're actually ashing that coal, those pointer help knock off that ash. And I didn't even realize this, I took a picture one day, but I found myself after a couple of sessions, you had all the ash collected on the pyramids because it just works so much better. So halfway through this session when I'm ashing my coals, I can just drop them on there and that ash just falls off and collects so nicely. So I really like that. It doesn't bounce off and wobble off. Sometimes if you have a really bouncy tray, kind of like the B2 tray, you kind of knock them on there and the coal wants to roll away. This doesn't do that. The threading on this, on the bowl port, phenomenal. Really reminds me of the Prometheus again. Maybe it's the same guy, I don't know who makes them, but you never know. It's definitely Prometheus beefiness, quality, solid threads throughout this pipe. This thing is just quality. Let's take a few hits and tell you guys about the smokability. So as you can see, this hookah has the ability to rip those clouds. The draw on it is more in line with a traditional hookah. It's got a little bit of restriction to it, a little bit of body to it. It's not super wide open and airy like some of those really modern hookahs. It's right in the middle. It leans a little bit more towards traditional than super modern, but it's something that I personally enjoy myself. That's where you get that traditional feel from this pipe, as well as obviously the look, the draw. And that obviously has to do a lot with the diameter of the downstem in addition to the diffuser. I hear he made a lot of improvements to the diffuser. He opened it up a little bit. He added some more slits to it. And that's one of the main reasons why I chose to wait on the V2 SAOCCA versus the V1. In all honesty though, when I smoked it in person multiple times on different people's hookahs, I don't really remember that hookah being super restricted, but of course they packed it and I'm not really sure how it was. But from what everyone else is saying, the V2 is much more open than the V1, which is personally why I chose it. But in all reality, the V2, it's a nice restriction for my liking. It's pleasant. You still get full body flavor. It's not hard. It's not like you're pulling through a straw. It's a very pleasant restriction. So I like that. The diffuser on here, it has some rumble to it. It's not super quiet like one of those Russian or German ones where it's like super micro bubbles and you can't even hear it, you just hear yourself breathing. No, you got some rumble, but not Chica rumble where it's like shaking the table, but just it's a little more traditional style. But of course, keep in mind if you are someone who's at no diffuser life, you can always take that diffuser off the bottom. It's not threaded or anything, there's just some O-rings. Just pull that bad boy right off and you have more of that traditional feel, no diffuser life. But if you're someone like me who needs a diffuser, this diffuser is adequate. It does quiet it down enough where if you lower your water level down to the right amount, you can enjoy watching a movie and it's quiet enough and your wife won't get mad at you. Yeah, that's different. We'll talk about that later. But yes, so yes, it is a good diffuser and it works by me. Alright, so let's see how this integrated purge system actually functions. Got a nice empty base, let's fill it up. Alright, the base is full. It's time to purge. With one normal long breath, you can expel 100% of the smoke out of the base. That's pretty impressive. This is a very good purge, effortless and very functional. Partially has to do with the bell base that makes it a little bit easier, but it's also just a very good purge. Also, I doubt this is intentional, but there are no purge slits underneath the hose port here. That's typically what's facing you when you smoke, so if you happen to have this on a table or eye level with your body, you don't have to worry about blowing that purge smoke in your face. Like I said, not intentional, but little things I'm happening to notice. Another aspect of this pipe that lends to its traditional design is a protruding hose port. Man, I've been smoking a lot of those Russian style pipes with the integrated horizontal hose port. I'm just so tired of those. It's so nice to be able to hang up your hose after a long smoke or when you're taking a break and not worrying about your hose falling over. I don't want any of those attachment pieces. The old school way of just hanging it up like this is really nice. Also, he's continued that knurling pattern on the side here, which gives you really good grip to be able to unscrew this port if you wanted to clean it all out. But he's taken the modern aspect of it by using a no grommet system, a quick disconnect. So if you're using any sort of modern silicone style hose, you can just plop it right in and you don't have to worry about finding a grommet that fits. So really cool. But overall, I would say this hookah is definitely function over frills. That's what I have to say about it, hands down. From the size of the tray, to the pyramids, to the threading here, to the diffuser, to the bowl port, to the purge, everything just yields to a solid quality everyday smoke that will last you and it's repeatable. It's like I said, no trapdoors and purges coming out of weird places and movie bendy, I don't know, I don't know what they're doing in hookahs these days. It's not none of that. It's things you will actually appreciate and you'll find functional as you use it. When you look at it, you may not see a lot going on, but as you use it, you feel the things that he's done and you really appreciate it. So I think it is a great hookah. It is great quality. Like I said, threading is great, quality of aluminum, how it's machined. It is a top tier pipe and you're not being taxed for it. This thing is $229 for the stem and tray only. I think that's a banging deal for what you're getting. I think that's a phenomenal deal for what you're getting. I would definitely say John could have priced this at least $299 and I probably still would have bought it. I saw the price, I was like, $229? Okay, yeah, sign me up, why not? Comes in 4 different colorways. I chose the black on gold. Thankfully he didn't choose weird names. John has the weirdest nomenclature like SAOCCA, weird stuff. But otherwise, this is a great pipe. I would highly, highly recommend it. I think it's phenomenal. If I had to stick with this for the rest of my life, I'd be truly happy. It is a smoker's pipe. That is really what it is. So definitely check it out, HookahJohn.com. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. I am happy to answer them. It's nice to see you guys after a very long time. If you want to subscribe, go for it. If you want a thumbs up, like it, all those things, I definitely appreciate you guys. I miss you guys so much. I hope you guys are having an awesome start to your 2021 and be blessed and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye everybody.